say
yo 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 yo.
We having some technical difficulties with Angela Yee. Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday.
I didn't know y'all started the show already.
We started every day the same time.
Yeah, but
You were doing so good.
No, I'm still doing good. I'm just not giving nobody no reason to have something negative to say about me.
Bro, you was 20 seconds late, bro.
20 seconds. That's my first time being late in 2020. I'm on brand. 2020, 20 seconds late.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's pretty good.
You know?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm cool.
What you do yesterday? Anything?
What did I do yesterday? It's all a blur. I know I was in the barbershop yesterday. The reason I know I was in the barbershop because my man Ty was cutting my hair. Salute to my man Ty. And they was playing Uncle Murder.
Yes, Uncle Murder's new album.
Uncle Murder project is really, really hard. And he got this record that I've added to my wake-up regimen, and it's called God, I F With You.
Okay.
It says, I woke up this morning, it's a W. God, my big homie, I F with you.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
We get it.
I love it.
We understand.
I love it. They say God meets you where you are, right?
Yep.
That's right. And God meets you where you are with language that you understand. And he is saying that quite plain. And that's my feeling every morning. I feel that way. I'm like, God, I F with you, man. Thank you for effing with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean? Yeah.
And shout out to the barbershop. It's the shop out in Jersey where they are. Every time I'm there, they play nothing but Brooklyn music. It's always Uncle Murder, Casanova, Fabulous, and Jay.
And a lot of Griselda.
A lot of Griselda, too.
I love Griselda.
A lot of Griselda,
absolutely.
too. So that's why I get my fix for that when I'm in the barbershop. All right.
Very peaceful place, though. Don't think that, based off the soundtrack. Okay? That is very peaceful environment.
It's a very peaceful environment. Shout out to the shop, Johnny, and everybody in the shop over there.
Absolutely.
Now, today, speaking of Brooklyn and some of Brooklyn artists, Fabulous will be joining us this morning.
Great segue.
Yeah. We'll kick it with Fabulous. See what's going on with him. He dropped the album last year.
Summertime Shootout 3. Right?
Yeah. We supposed to have him up here a couple times, but we were on vacation. We had things to do. We had to hang with our family.
I got things to do now.
Yeah.
I had things to do when he came.
Yeah. But that's all right. So what's that snorting, man?
I don't know. That's coming with age. I never used to snort like that.
Now you're snorting all the time.
All the goddamn time.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news.
You have no idea what's
I have no idea. Yee's supposed to get
Angela Yee did all the news prep.
Yep.
You have no idea what's happening.
Not at all.
Hey.
What?
We got some news coming up next.
We got some news.
Right.
There's a whole lot of news. All right, keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Get your ass up. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast
What's
Club.
happening? Good morning.
Let's get in some front page news. Yee, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Now, after 16 NFL seasons, it looks like Eli Manning is retiring.
It's time.
Yeah, it is.
That's
time.
your team, right, Envy?
Yes, the Giants are my team. So we definitely wish him the best. Yes, the end of an era. So we would definitely wish him the best. I think he should have retired last year, but it's on him when he wanted to go. So congratulations. I'm happy for Eli.
Gave y'all 2 Super Bowl rings.
Sure did.
I think I saw a stat last night that said he's 1 out of 12 starting quarterbacks to win multiple Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? That's a short list.
Absolutely.
So I think he should get into the NFL Hall of Fame.
I think he'll get in there.
He should.
Absolutely. Now, what else we got, you?
Well, Harvey Weinstein, the opening statements have begun at his trial, and that started yesterday. They said at the end of this trial, the evidence will be clear that the man seated right here is not just a tycoon in Hollywood. He was a rapist, sexually assaulting these women when they refused to comply with his desires and his orders. So don't look at him right now. You see him walking around with the walker. He looks like he's not feeling his best. They're like, don't look at him as harmless. He's not a harmless old man. He's being charged with a slew of different things, including one previously unnamed woman who says that she met him at a New York hotel room in 2013 where he forcibly raped her and she forcibly performed oral sex on him. So he's being charged with 5 felony counts: 1st-degree rape, 3rd-degree rape, 1st-degree criminal sexual act, and 2 counts of predatory sexual assault.
Yeah, that walker ain't gonna change nobody's mind.
Not at all.
His white skin might, but his walker won't, because shoot, Bill Cosby was damn blind out here, and they threw him under the jail. So please.
Now, Harvey Weinstein's defense attorneys are saying there was not any non-consensual sexual activity, and they said, of course, in their opening statements, they did take aim at the credibility of the women who are forming this case against him. So we'll see what happens. Well, we're all watching to see if he's going to go to jail.
Right.
Now, Tulsi Gabbard says that she is holding Hillary Clinton accountable, and she has a lawsuit. She is suing her for defamation, and that's because Hillary Clinton said some things that she says actually smeared her political and personal reputation.
What was those things? That she's a Russian agent? Allegedly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Tulsi Gabbard's lawyer says that she is a loyal American civil servant who has also dedicated her life to protecting the safety of all Americans.
I'm not mad at that lawsuit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not mad at that lawsuit simply because if you throw something out there like that about me, you better be able to prove it. So if you're gonna be making, comments that I'm a Russian agent, boy, you better have some backup. You better have a file to prove that.
She called her a favorite of the Russians, just to, be clear.
Yeah.
Now, some of your favorite stores might be closing. Express is closing 91 of their stores. And Bed Bath & Beyond is closing 60 locations.
Bed Bath & Beyond? Damn it, man.
Why are you acting shocked?
I am shocked. I feel like it's always packed in Bed Bath & Beyond, and them little coupons be coming through.
Man, it's this thing called the internet. Y'all gonna learn, all right? People are ordering online. They're not going to these brick and mortar stores no more, man. For what? Why?
Right, and that's a favorite of mine also, so
All right.
it hurts.
Well, that is front page news. Did you take that tea, Yee?
No, I'm in L.A. right now. I was flying.
They don't got tea in L.A., Yee?
I'm going to get it today.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Did I tell you about the gas pump thing that happened with me?
No, what happened?
All right. So I don't know if this has ever happened to you. So in New Jersey, you don't have to pump your own gas. It's a law that you can't pump your own gas. When you go to the gas station, the attendant has to pump the gas for you.
Is that the only state that does that?
I'm not sure if that's the only state, but I know that's how it is in Jersey. Not in New York, but Jersey. So I got, I put $40 or super in my car. I went in there to get a water. When I came out, I paid the guy and I drove off. I didn't know that he was still pumping the gas.
That's your dumbass.
So I pulled the gas pump off the pump. So there was gas leaking and spilling everywhere. But the gas pump smacked into my car, and I got a big dent on the car.
That's your fault.
That is my fault.
Why weren't you paying attention?
Which car was it?
A nice car.
But why weren't you paying attention? Like, what I don't get it.
Because I went in, I paid for the water, I went to the bathroom, it was only $40. I'm just thinking he's done. So I gave him the money, I get in the car, and I take off. I pulled the
So New Jersey is the only state where you can't pump your own gas.
Oh, it is the only state. Yeah, I did that, and that's my dumb ass. That's why I'm betting this money. So now I got to pay for a damn big-ass dent on the side of my truck.
Sounds like your fault.
Definitely was my fault.
So then when I just pumping. That man was just pumping, and you ain't even let him finish. You just got up and walked off.
See, it's always something with you. See,
What?
it's always something with
What's
you.
wrong
I'm talking
with
about
you?
my car, man. What are you talking about?
Your car too. What is wrong with you? Jesus Christ!
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hello, who's this?
Envy.
Hey, what's up, Trav?
What's up, Envy?
Trav.
Hey, Trav.
Trav, I want to say you came through, Trav. You really came through. I ain't gonna front, man. I ain't gonna tell people what you did, but you came through. And I fronted on you, Trav.
Hey, you did front on me, Envy, and I told you I had you.
You right.
I want to talk about something, right? I want to talk about fragile masculinity, right?
Oh, boy. What happened?
I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to say the word pause. Like, if you're saying, like, yeah, I just ate a sausage, pause. I feel like you should not say the word pause if you're out here painting your fingernails.
Yeah, that is
If you're out
wild.
here painting your-
Yeah, like everybody has these ideas of what they think feminine is or what they think men shouldn't do, but then they'll be saying pause to you, but then they'll have stuff like their fingernails painted.
Seriously though, my whole like, all right, so look, I'm just gonna give you an example. I don't know if y'all listening or watch the Joe Budden podcast, but it's a little portly up there named Maul, right? And he be out here putting plum lavender on his fingernails and have the audacity to be pausing people. Like, girl, we can go get our nails did together, okay? Like, you can't, like, you definitely ain't gonna pause me and you got fingernails painted. It's just not gonna happen. So stop with the fragile masculinity. Stop pausing people, especially if your fingernails are painted. Girl.
Yeah, the irony of it all.
The irony. Bye.
Goodness gracious.
Bye, Trav.
Goodness gracious. Hello, who's this?
This is Blonde Beauty. Good morning.
Hey, Blind Beauty, our blind listener. How you doing this morning?
You will not call me the blind listener.
I owe you one, Blind Beauty. I really appreciate what you did, man. We'll talk about
Does this have to do with you and Trav also?
Yes, it does.
Y'all kinky.
Blind Beauty came through. I ain't gonna front, man.
Wait a minute
First of
now.
all,
Who came through?
don't
Was it
believe
Trav or Blind Beauty?
Both of them.
Wow.
You feel me? Anyway, no, this morning I wanted to talk about, I had my housewarming and Trav pulled up with the Bacardi or whatever stuff. And he was
That's
really
nice.
helpful to my blind people that was there that supported me or whatever. He was real helpful.
Now, how do you know Bacardi?
What you mean? Knock it off.
She tasted it.
Bacardi. But no, I wanted to talk about this. First of all, a lot of music coming out. Following me, Your Blind Beauty on Instagram. But yeah, this Beyonce thing with the Adidas. Now I'm plus size, right? I can fit the extra large, so I'm not tripping. But why are people so upset about you can't fit 4X? Like most people, like it's athletic wear. And people that's 4X, not to say that they don't work out, but I don't know.
Come on, Blind Beauty.
No, you're absolutely correct. I saw people upset about that, and I was like, what brands do come in 4X sizes? Like, why are they singling out Beyonce? Like it's rare that you see that those brands get to that size.
Yeah, and they were like, well, Adidas has those sizes, but it's just like, listen, it's okay. If you can't get this one, it's all right. Y'all need to leave it alone, and
it's a brand new line. Like, give it some time. Damn.
Exactly, and they can always. This is her first. She just put it out and she sold out. She could easily go up to other sizes. I mean, I can fit the extra large, so I'm straight. But
I think fat people just be mad sometimes that they're not thought of first.
Stop.
That's not a stop.
And guess what? I am a part of the plus size community, and I would say get over it.
Exactly.
Get over it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Blind Beauty.
All right, see you guys.
You have a good one.
It's just like with sneakers. With sneakers, when they do sample sizes, they're like, what, a 7?
9 usually.
9?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but they're not thinking about us Bigfoot folk. You know what I mean?
Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Oh, who's this?
Yeah, this is Dewan.
Dewan, what's up, man? Get it off your chest, bro.
What's up, Dewan?
Man, I called in because last night I had an old man come up to me telling me he was hungry. I work at Pizza Hut, so I go in there and make the man a personal pan because I'm one of the managers. Well, to my knowledge, I go outside to give the man the personal pan, and a lady tells me that the old man been in my car looking, my door's cracked open.
Wow.
He done went in my console and stole my girl's engagement ring.
Wow. See what I'm saying? You did something nice for him.
That is awful.
But that still don't mean that you should. That still don't mean you shouldn't be a blessing to others just because they did you wrong.
I feel that. I understand that completely. It's just like I just felt like I shouldn't have did nothing nice for him in the first place.
But
it's one of those. I just got to take that L.
Come on, get him now. You did what's right, bro.
Yeah, and it's not an L. God is not going to judge you based off what somebody did to you. He's going to judge you based off what you did for somebody.
Let me ask you a question. Did you propose already, or you was about to propose?
No, I was going to propose.
Oh,
I'm still figuring that part out. I just got the ring, and I was like, I got the ring. That's the first part. Now figure out the proposal.
Yeah, now she done ruined the surprise. It's not like you can go to her and be like, man, I was going to marry you, but somebody stole the ring, yada, yada, yada.
No, I can't.
So what's the plan now?
She knows, though. She knows.
She knows. Oh, you told her what happened?
No, the other manager slipped up and told her. He said, yeah, he stole some ring out of his car. She didn't know about the ring.
I think you need to make a very, very special, customized, personal pan pizza for your fiance. The best pizza you ever made in your life. Something that she can't buy at Pizza Hut.
Too. We sick of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never mind. I try. I mean,
sorry, brother.
Let's do something out there.
I mean, right.
Damn,
right,
sorry
brother.
for you, bro. Hello, who's this?
Hey, peace and blessings, guys. Good morning, man. How y'all feeling today?
Hey.
Hey, Sean Stone.
Man, I'm sorry to hear your voice sound, but you still sound good, though, Angela.
Well, thank you.
Hey, Envy, what's up, brother?
What's
How
up?
you feeling, man?
Peace and
All this
blessings.
positivity.
That's good, man. Hey, Charlamagne, you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing, King?
I'm blessed, man. Hey, I just want to say, I watched Bad Boy for Life yesterday, right? And it's a really good movie, man. And I think everybody out there should go out there and support Will Smith and Martin Lawrence because that movie is official.
Yeah, man. Hey, you can't tell me his son be busting ass, right?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man.
It
His
was
son
a good
remind me.
movie, man. I enjoyed it.
His son remind me of Trav busting your ass last year in that rap battle.
Hold on. Hey, and I'm not even going to start off with no negative energy, man. But
I'm just saying.
Also, listen, man, I told you that I don't go that way, okay? You know what I mean?
Whoa.
But
Go
also,
what way?
He was talking about rap battle.
He ain't talking about no rap.
I am talking about. I specifically said Will Smith's son. I specifically said.
You're right, though. You got to watch all of
I said Will Smith's son bust his ass the way Trav busted your ass in that rap battle last year.
Well, congratulations to Trav for winning a rap battle. Now I hear Travis trying to get his record deal and stuff like that. So congratulations, more power, you know what I mean? But on the real though, I just want to apologize to my ex-wife, man. A lot of y'all didn't know that Sean Stone was married before. You know
No, we did not. We did not know that.
We didn't know that, bro.
Hold up. Yeah. She divorced you after you lost to Trav in the rap battle?
Nah. Charlamagne, relax, bro. I'm talking about something serious. I know you want to laugh and laugh at Sean Stone and stuff like that, but let's be serious.
Bro, let's be serious.
I just want to apologize to her because, you know what I mean, I got married at a very young age, at the age like 24. I'm 37 now. I got married at the age of 24, and I wasn't a good husband, man. I didn't know how to be a good husband. I you know what I mean, I was very selfish in a lot of my ways. You know what I mean? I had a lot of just bad energy in me, and I just want to say I'm sorry to her. She's the mother of my child right now. And I just want to say I'm sorry, man, because, you know, I didn't know how to be a husband. You know what I mean?
Wow,
I was just learning on the fly, and I just want to apologize to the black woman, you know what I mean, that I appreciate you, and I love you a lot, man. You know what I mean? And even though we're not together, you keep doing your thing, and yeah.
Did you apologize to her personally, or is this your first time apologizing on the air?
I always apologize to her, you know, but, you know, when it comes to black females, you know, they seem like they want you to apologize every day, every second of every moment.
You're messing up the apology, Sean.
It's not going
You're
good
messing
for you.
up the apology now.
You're
messing
it
it
for
up.
a second, man.
Well, Sean, let me tell you, man, I think what you just did is beautiful. I love that you are taking accountability.
Charlamagne, one thing you got to know about me, man, Sean Stone is a beautiful individual, man.
It's not about you, sir. It's not about you. It's not about you. This is about the mother of your child, your ex-wife. Yeah. I think what you just said to her is beautiful, and I love that you're taking accountability. But I will not let that distract me from the fact that Trav busted your ass in the rap battle last year. Okay, and that's probably why your wife was fed up and had enough and left you.
Oh my goodness!
All right,
get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. You got rumors on the way?
Yes, we are going to talk about the breakfast battle between Dr. Oz and Mark Wahlberg, and we'll tell you what both sides are saying. They're really in this heated debate.
The breakfast battle.
Right.
Yes.
We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Well, yesterday, Lena Waithe and her wife announced that they are getting a divorce. They put out a joint statement together.
No.
Damn.
Yes, it's only been 2 months since they got married, Alana Mayo. And according to Love B. Scott, they did an exclusive, and they're saying that their relationship was on the rocks before they even got married. According to sources on Love B. Scott, they said even after they married, Lena Waithe was still buying designer gifts, Chanel, Gucci for other women. And according to these sources, Lena Waithe ended up getting married because it was a way to placate Alana and salvage their relationship for some of the things that were going on.
How do you know that?
Prior,
how do they know that all that type of intimate details and information to the situation?
Maybe they know somebody close to the couple. I'm just telling you, that's from Love B. Scott.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope not. I hope that's just a rumor. I hope they're working it out. I hope.
Well, no, they definitely are. They put out a joint statement saying that they are getting divorced. So that's not a rumor. That came directly from Lena Waithe and Alana. All right, now another divorce. Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter. Their
Drop one of Clues bombs. Yay!
This guy.
Yeah, I got different reactions for different things.
This guy, yeah, man.
So you're sad about one divorce.
Sad about one, happy about this one. Yes. Let's go.
All right. So they both have agreed
Let's go. You a jerk.
They both have agreed to forego alimony, and Wendy Williams did agree to keep a $1 million life insurance policy on herself that will go to him if she dies. But she can reduce that amount.
I wonder why she would keep that.
She also has to cover his health insurance under her current policy.
Lord have mercy.
And they are going to split the proceeds from their house in Livingston, New Jersey, when it eventually sells. Right now, it's on the market for $1.7 million.
Man, she's got a life insurance policy that when she dies, the money goes.
That's weird.
The calf.
Because it could go to her son now. He's of age. That's weird.
I guess Wendy still wants.
Well, she probably has some of it going to her son. I'm sure she has a life insurance policy because you can have multiple, right?
Yeah. And Wendy, still wants to take care of him in death. You know what I mean? That's all.
All right.
Been living off her all these years. Might as well live off her when she dies too, right, Kev? Jesus
And
Christ.
in more Wendy Williams news,
real
people
quick,
were upset.
they said the final straw was when when Kevin heard Wendy fought on TV the other day. He was like, that's when he decided to finalize the divorce. That's what I heard.
That's not true. This
That's what
divorce got
sources said.
finalized
Shut up, man.
on Tuesday.
That's what sources said.
Name your sources, man. This guy's crazy, man. I hate you, man.
All right, people were upset saying that Wendy Williams violated girl code because she shared Nene Leakes' plans to leave Real Housewives of Atlanta on her show. Listen to this.
Nene texts, "I'm quitting." I know something about Nene that you all will cry, be sad, feel bad for her. She's carrying the weight of a huge thing. But she need, in my opinion, Nene, I didn't even call you back. You need this platform to explain the other part of your life.
Wow. So imagine you send somebody a text, and Nene commented on this on Twitter. Private conversations should be left in private. What are girlfriends for if you can't vent to them on those type of days?
That's the truth.
Nene, you just realizing who Wendy Williams is?
I mean, she probably thought that was her friend. Like, they were hanging out. Probably thought they were cool, and they were bouncing ideas off each other. I'm sure Wendy told her some private stuff, so she just...
It's Wendy Williams.
But still,
She
and
has
that's
a
the best
job to
person.
do.
She's in TV, so she can feel like I can talk to you. She's in media.
Her life is content. If you're her friend, if you're her family, it's all content.
If I told you
Well,
something,
the
would
two
you
of
go
them
there?
are... Yes.
Depends what it is.
See how it is?
You know me. You've
You're
been
right.
same
You're right.
thing. You've been working with me 9 years.
You're right.
By the way, when you tell me stuff, don't you have to say, "Don't say this on the air"?
You're right.
And it still doesn't matter?
You're
It
right.
depends what
You're
it
right.
is.
You're right. You're right.
Sometimes some of this stuff is just too good to keep to myself.
Yep, Nene.
Well,
you
the
know
two
what?
of them are
I get it.
still friends because apparently there's an even bigger secret, and she did not mention that part of it
All
on
right.
the air.
Well,
So.
wait till sweeps week. God damn it! Wait till
All right, Mark Wahlberg and Dr. Oz, the two of them have been going back and forth about breakfast, whether or not it's good to skip breakfast or eat breakfast. The two of them have different ideas on what this is all about. Now, Dr. Oz does intermittent fasting, and here's his view.
Mark, I heard you said that I was dead wrong when it comes to canceling breakfast. Well, powerful medical literature and lots of athletes support me and show that intermittent fasting flips the metabolic switch, so it bolsters your physical and your mental performance. I last ate 12 hours ago, but thankfully my liver, it stored lots of energy, plenty of energy for the intensity workout that mere mortals like me do, but maybe for you too. So swing by. We'll test if breakfast matters.
Well, Mark Wahlberg eats steak for breakfast, and he doesn't think you should skip breakfast at all.
Dr. Oz, listen, we got beef now, all right? You don't want this smoke, trust me. This guy's been telling you about the ketone diet forever. If you want to challenge me, I'll come hungover, eat a big steak, and you can do your little 20 push-ups with one leg and an assisted pull-up. I'm telling you, you'll need a defibrillator when I'm done with you. How can I even take my vitamins and digest it without any food, okay? You gotta have food. Food is your friend.
Okay.
I don't know. With this debate, who do you guys side with?
You know what? I used to eat breakfast every morning, but I stopped eating breakfast. I don't desire for it. I still have the energy. I usually don't eat a meal. I have a shake in the morning, but I don't have a meal until about 12 o'clock, 11, 12.
How do you even prove that your theory works over the other person? Like, how does Dr. Oz prove that his theory works over Mark Wahlberg?
I don't know, but a couple of
I
doctors
guess
told
he
me
uses medical research.
a couple of doctors told me that I shouldn't eat until about 11, 12 o'clock. So a couple of people told me that. But I don't know.
Right. I think it also depends on what your schedule is like. We get up earlier than most people. So for some people, 11, 12 o'clock is like 3 o'clock, depending on your body and how it's set up.
Correct.
And then it also depends on what you do for a living, I would assume, too. If you're an athlete, sometimes you might need to have those calories. I'm sure
That's true, too.
there's no one rule, one size fits all with this.
I ain't gonna lie,
I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
I'm just sitting there thinking how white beef between celebrities looks so much different than black beef between
It didn't seem
celebrities.
real. Like, we got
And
beef.
beefing over breakfast.
You don't
We
want
got
this
beef.
smoke.
You don't want this smoke. I eat a steak for breakfast. I don't eat a steak for breakfast. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, they posted videos back and forth doing push-ups and everything. So
See, that's the way we should start beefing.
I'm a talk.
you'll definitely lose.
Yeah, I can only talk about this situation the way I know how. Mark Wahlberg will beat Dr. Oz's ass.
If they fight,
and I love
yes.
Dr. Oz.
If
Okay?
they fight, they're not gonna fight. Could you see them two fighting?
I don't know, but I'm instigating that. I just feel like I have to do that for years, instigating beef between black people.
I gotta do some
Okay.
more. Do some more.
Now, I think Mark Wahlberg will beat Dr. Oz's ass.
That's a fact.
But I don't know, though. Dr. Oz probably knows some little tricks. You know what I'm saying?
What
Hit
trick?
Mark Wahlberg in an area that he don't know even exists.
That's true too.
You know what I mean? Make him throw up on himself.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, when we come back, we got front page news. What we talking about?
Well, the Grammys are happening this weekend. I'm out here in LA as everybody's getting ready for that. But there's a lot of drama behind the scenes with the suspended Grammy CEO who is saying there is corruption.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, congratulations to Eli Manning. He is retiring after 16 NFL seasons, 2 Super Bowl wins. Congratulations to Eli Manning. And I hope he just chills and relaxes, man. He's done the work. He's got my team a couple of chips and just chill out.
I think I saw last night that he's one of 12 starting quarterbacks who's won multiple Super Bowls. So Eli Manning definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Had a
congratulations.
great career.
What else are we talking about, Yeezy?
All right. Well, the CEO of the Grammys, Deborah Dugan, has been suspended, and she also has filed a discrimination charge against the Recording Academy just days before we're getting ready for the Grammys, by the way. That's going to be happening on Sunday. Now, she just got this position 6 months ago, and now she said she wants to expose the Academy as a boys' club that puts their financial interests above the Academy's mission. She also accused them of corrupt voting practices, amongst other issues. According to Deborah Dugan, she also said their former CEO, Neil Portnow, who was criticized for those comments, remember back in 2018 when he said if women want a bigger role in the music industry, then they need to step up, over the critique that there was a lack of female Grammy winners. If you guys remember those comments a couple of years ago. Well, she said there was a rape allegation against him, and she just found that out last year. And according to Deborah Dugan, she allegedly said that allegation was from a woman who was a performing artist, recording artist that's foreign. So they did not identify who that woman was, but she said after he had to step down, she was told to give him a job as a consultant paying $750,000 a year, which she refused to do. Now, she will be on Good Morning America today, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot more things that are happening, and we'll keep you updated with that as it happens.
You know what, though? Any system or institution or industry that is controlled by old white men is probably toxic. And that's a fact. I guarantee if you look at the one common denominator in most of these situations, it's controlled by old white men.
All right, well, Deborah Dugan is the first ever female CEO of the Grammys, by the way. And Neil Portnow, who stepped down before her, had led the Grammys since 2002. Just to give you guys some background. But we'll keep you updated on what she has to say when she does Good Morning America this morning. All right, Tulsi Gabbard says that she is holding Hillary Clinton accountable, and she's suing her for defamation. That's all because in a podcast, Hillary Clinton said that she is an ally for the Russians. And of course, that would hurt her political and personal reputation. So according to Tulsi Gabbard, her lawyer said she is a loyal American civil servant who has also dedicated her life to protecting the safety of all Americans. She said her presidential campaign had continued to gain momentum, but her political and personal reputation has been smeared and her candidacy intentionally damaged by Clinton's malicious and false remarks. So I could see that, though. That is harmful. All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your front page news.
Thank you, Missy. Now, when we come back, Fabulous will be joining us. We'll kick it with FABOLOUS when we come back.
He doesn't really do that anymore.
I did it for him.
Okay.
All right. It's Fab when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes.
Fabulous.
What's up, y'all?
And we need to continue this conversation that he just started about having the knees out, right?
I told him it's cold. It's like 20 degrees.
Exactly. Because I like that. I like that look, but it's freezing.
Yeah.
It is freezing.
I thought about it this morning. I did think about it, but I like, you know what I mean? For the sacrifice of the look.
You can put thermals underneath. I think that looks good when guys put thermals and you can see the thermal.
Yeah, I like the thermal vibe too, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let the knees out, you know what I mean?
You're not trying to keep up with the youngins though, right, Fab? You a trendsetter.
Nah.
He just don't want to be there with the baggy jeans looking like he's still in the 90s.
Yeah, and that's you know, Mary, that's they style. They put the rips in it and you know, your knees come out a little bit, and that's really it. I ain't trying to keep up with nobody. Like I can't at this age.
Do your sons try to dress like you ever? Like they see what you have on and they're like, Dad, that's fresh. Or you see can you see them trying to emulate you?
A little bit. Sometimes he take little vibes, but like sometimes he like really it's his generation too. Like he want to dress like the artists of his generation. So you know they be wanting to do their hair like, certain ways, and I just let them do their thing. Like, you know what I mean? If they take something from me, they catch it from me, that's cool. But, some things you be disappointed, you know what I mean? You be like, yo, man, that ain't cool, but you gotta let them.
Like, what's
Like
not
what?
cool?
Like what? Give us
I don't know, just like sometimes your hair purple and all that. Like, that would be really cool.
Kids like that stuff,
but
man.
They
like
do.
that
Envy, your
era,
son
so
dyed his hair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he dyed the tips of his hair like what Odell did back in the day. My son wanted what's the braids that come down that Travis Scott had. My son wanted that.
Braids?
No, it's called something else. I can't remember what they're called. Some
We just call
twist or
braids.
something.
Like a twist.
Yeah, but he wanted that so bad. My wife was like, "Nah, you're not going to school like that."
He had what? He had the blonde in it.
He had the blonde- he had the
What
blonde
about if
tips.
he wanted like purple,
Nah.
green? And,
Nah.
But you can't stop him from being free. Nobody stopped us when we wanted to do wild shit, like have gold
My mom
fangs.
stopped me if I try to go purple.
But they didn't mind the
Says
three
so.
the 3X t-shirts and the.
Yeah, that was just she did let me one time when I had a flat top. I got like a little blonde streak in it, so I do get
That was
it.
Big
That's why I
Daddy Kane
said
back in the day.
yeah.
That's why.
I
And what do
think-
you do with all those clothes? Because you're known for style, so you have to pay a lot of money in clothes. So what do you do with all the clothes that you own and all them old XXX tees and jerseys and big ass hats and all that?
Some is like I kept, some I give away, some some is just some like you hold it for like it might even come back around, like you know what I'm
So you
saying,
hope
like
I do that
Them
too.
5XTs and
5XTs
jerseys.
He
ain't
said
coming
he
back
got a
around.
lot of expensive designer things that I'm sure you don't want to just
Yeah.
get rid
You
of.
don't got no fat friends?
Yeah,
You get that stuff
See them of the jerseys, it was mad big. Some
Yeah.
like when the time came, I passed them off to some big guys, but now like they
Fendi
don't
got all
even
your-
wear.
Fendi
yeah.
got all your jerseys.
Yeah, Fendi could wear some of them like 4Xs. or
Finna
something
gonna
like
beat
that.
your ass up on the ground,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
You're right. Shout to Fendi. Shout to Fendi.
Fendi like, oh yeah, he might pop up right now. yeah, with his name is.
That's why Envy get left on the ground when you guys when a fight breaks out in the club. Nobody wants to help him.
Yo, I do not remember leaving Envy on the ground, man.
Definitely left me. Now you gotta tell the story. I used to DJ for Fab, right, on tour. This is when we were all struggling. We weren't making that much money, right? I was getting paid $250, by the way.
So why were you complaining about Foxy?
Because I was already big when I was doing Foxy shit when she gave me $300. But that's neither the point. But we was DJing for Fab, and we all used to go to the after party. I went to the club, and the shooting happened. And everybody ran, and I fell.
Now, stop right there. So when a shooting happened and everybody runs,
Summertime shootout
what
3.
happens right there?
Everybody runs.
There's memes going around when you just see people running and you don't even know what's
Absolutely.
going on and you run. So
Right.
if somebody's shooting, that's the cue for everybody to
Envy's
run.
not from Brooklyn. You got to pardon him.
No, that's
I'm
a
from Queens.
hood
I was
rule.
down
He
there.
don't understand the rules.
They ain't catching
But
Yeah,
I
that's like a hood rule. When it starts
Right.
shooting, it's everybody getting out. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like when you
I'm
get
not trying to
shot.
help
Everybody
MB.
like, damn,
Yep.
I
you should have ran.
I tripped
bro.
and fell, and I was on the floor, and I just remember looking the back at everybody just running away from
That's
me.
your dumb ass.
I fell.
Hey, okay.
You don't even look back when you're running.
No.
You don't even look like somebody fell. He's like, yo, where
No, but
when you get
where's
to
the
safety,
DJ?
you start checking that.
Exactly,
Where
exactly.
Envy at? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? In the mix of the run, though, you got to get out the
But
way.
somebody did lift you up, right?
Yeah, it was Nelly and the security guard. The security guard actually passed away a couple months ago. Somebody told me, but yeah, Nelly and the security guard scooped me up and brought me to safety.
Yeah, my funniest thing was somebody shooting was somebody like dove on me before. Like I was standing there and they started shooting in the party, and somebody was like, "Yo, Fab, get out!"
They saved your life.
Who was it? Who
I
told
want
you
to
to
run.
get
I
down?
want to be like,
Who was it?
It was some security dude or something.
Yo, he must love your music.
Feel like or something. I was like, yo,
You must be his favorite rapper.
I was like,
you
yo,
have to be his favorite
that
rapper.
scared me more. I want to run.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here.
I couldn't move. I was like, nah, I don't want to be here. Still, you still hearing them going off? Like, get off of me. Like,
Well, this is perfect for Summertime Shootout 3.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, that come from a place where, you know, if you grew up in the hood in the summertime, because the summertime be a festive time. You be out, there's block parties, there's, you know, you go to amusement parks and, you know, and barbecues, whatever, and you know, that was kind of like a risk of the thing happening, but it still didn't stop you from like enjoying the time. So it was like good and bad in
Right.
that moment.
What was your best summer moment? Your best memorable summertime moment?
I think like when I was first getting on and like I was starting to be heard like on Clue tapes and stuff. You know, it was just an energy You know what I'm saying? It was like it was a time too where people were like happy for you, because it's like that part where you blowing up, but you're not rich, you're not, you know what I mean? So people still have like a level of happiness for you. So it's not like
the hate ain't really set in yet.
Ain't no hate yet. Yeah. Like it's really, you know what I mean? It's really that little small moment right before hate could start even setting in. So
and that's why you start the album talking about, like I said, being the top dog and then the underdog.
Yeah, I mean that comes from just life in general. I think, you know what I mean. Based on the kind of year I was having, based on just like what you go through. Like you could be the top dog and it could turn around for you and be the underdog. You know what I mean? I think everybody who's had any level of success can feel that sometime. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be on top of the world, and then, you know, something can happen and pull the rug from under you, and now, you know, everybody's looking at you a different way, or they're talking about you a different way, and it's the way you manage that and, you know, weather that storm. To, you know, I guess get back to being the top dog.
Is that something that happens because of circumstances, or just because you, like, you know, you're a veteran now in the game, so you really don't have anything to prove, but sometimes you feel like, let me go spank these dudes just because they might have forgot.
I think in a way I always be having something to prove, because I think that every time I come around that I feel like it's like a thing with me where they not sure if it's over or if you're gonna still be what you were. So, you know, that's, even as a veteran, you have that point to prove, but I'm not like looking to prove, like I'm not trying to be on some you know, like they have these hottest lists every year. Like that's not my like goal. My goal at this point is to be successful, to leave legacy, to do things down the line. I got kids now too, so I'm trying to do things to make sure that their future is you know what I mean, straight. And I just don't really get into the like proving myself thing. I don't really need anybody's validation to me at this point, you know what I mean, besides like my family and my kids, really, like, you know what I mean.
Never ever, even as an MC, even coming up when you was
coming up, okay, you was trying to prove yourself for sure, you know what I'm saying. When I was first coming in the game, and I was coming in the game in a different time than it is now. I think people are now more supportive, more appreciative, more you know, like I remember coming in a time where you was a New York artist, but you didn't really speak to nobody. You was kind of about you and your crew only. And, you know, I remember being in elevators with Jay-Z and we didn't even speak, because it was kind of like, it wasn't like we was on each other's competition level or anything, but it was just kind of like, you know, you got to do your thing until people recognize you more than you, like, you know, you looking for people to recognize you, you know what I'm saying? And it was like,
not even a what's up though, especially the whole Brooklyn connection.
We didn't really have that connection at first. I think we built a relationship, but I think that also, like I said, between artists and even just being from New York was, especially at that time, a little standoffish.
Right. But you, in my opinion, like my mom used to say it all the time, my mom thought you was halfway mute because you never spoke.
Yeah,
like you was quiet. Like
that was my personality.
Yeah, you never
talked. That might have been a little.
And you never seem approachable. Like people would have.
At one point, I wasn't very approachable either. Like it's different. You know what I mean? All through my career, it was times that I remember somebody told me like I used to always wear shades, so they didn't know if like they should come up to me or they ain't know, like, you know what I mean, like
his
it
eyes open.
Like they don't know if you like your demeanor underneath you know what I'm saying. You could look at a picture of somebody with some shades and be like, damn, I don't know if they like happy or cool or, you know what I'm saying. So I do think it was, you know,
when did that change though? When did you start opening up and be like, I can talk now,
Twitter.
I can do interviews?
Yeah.
I think it was Twitter 10 years ago.
You went from quiet to not saying nothing to all of a sudden, I'm like, damn, Fab is really
I think it was
I think Twitter definitely opened up my personality to people, because I think people who know me, like how you would know me, and y'all would know my personality, even playing around from us being on tour, stuff like that. People who knew me, but like I never was that open with people who weren't you know, around me a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I began to open up and be cool. And I still had trouble with it too, because I felt like sometimes like your kindness can be taken as a weakness too. Right. And so I always had that on the back burner of like, you know, if you be too cool with somebody, now somebody gonna try you because you trying to be the cool guy. I still battle with that today. Like I still, like, you know, I want to be, you know, as cool as you can, but I feel like sometimes people take advantage of it too. So.
And also joking around too much, because sometimes, and you know, that's gotten you into it on social media, making jokes.
Twitter era too. Like I used to joke around with people. Some people used to joke with me and it would be fun, but some people really used to.
Ray J was
take
not
offense.
happy at that time.
Yeah, the Ray J still, man. That I seen that was like one of the things of the decade or something like that. Like
that might have halfway saved our job a little bit.
Yeah, that was a big moment, man. Like I not even just, it was just so funny to me at the time. Like I was like, yo, this is the funniest. And I was like, people thought like I might have been like mad, but I was
you were
dying. Like
I heard you still don't talk to Ray J. Ray J was on Drink Champs. He said he saw you somewhere, and you was
I
not
think Ray J be
speaking
kind
to
of
him.
like unsure if he should speak to me. And I don't really got no problem with him.
He
But
said
like
he
I feel like
you, man. That's what he said. He socked you.
Never stopped. Let's be clear.
He said he was outside.
What if Ray J just walked up and smacked you and put it on World Star?
That would actually be funny. Like I might start laughing at first, but then you know what I mean. But I don't know. I don't have no problem with Ray J. I never really had.
So why you don't speak to him when you see him, Fab?
I do speak to him.
He was on Drink
I
Champs.
think he'd be uneasy,
last
like
month.
if he should speak to me or not.
He just told
like
you
I
he didn't
said,
talk to
the
Jay-Z in the elevator. You think he's
No,
talking
Jay didn't
Ray-
talk to him. He was
Jay speak to me.
Yo, that's why.
So if I don't speak, like who's supposed to speak first when
You're
you get
right.
in the elevator? Is it the person that gets on or the person that's already in?
I think the person
And I
that
think something like that.
Who was the biggest artist? Who was the biggest artist at the time? The biggest artist at the time.
Yeah, of course was the biggest.
You got to
artist
speak to
at
Jay
that time.
first then.
So when I get in the elevator, I
I think
be
you
like,
speak when you're when you're person getting on. You walk in and say what's up and turn around.
Maybe I ain't want to look like a fan though.
That's
What's
the
wrong
thing
with
too.
that?
You don't look
Yeah,
like
what's
a
wrong
fan.
with being a fan?
I'm Fab. That's what's wrong with
But you
me.
still a fan of Hov. We all are.
I was a fan and then I became Fab.
How'd you feel when your daughter started dating a rapper? G Herbo. What was your mindset like?
I didn't try to judge him because I am a rapper, so I know where that comes into play. But at the same time,
All the reason you should judge him.
nah, that is on that side. But at the same time, I know the judgment of being a rapper too is the same. It's the same as I mean. I know how somebody would judge me if they looking at you know what I'm saying. So I didn't want to judge him from that point. China talked about him, and and when he came around, he represented everything that she talked about. He seemed pretty stand up. He had some good people around him. So all I could do was salute it, and if she's happy, they're happy. I'm happy for them.
How are you a dad? How is it being a dad at this day and age where, when my parents and your parents, they weren't in the same thing we were in.
Yeah.
But now you could be at the club and your daughter,
this is the
Herbo,
first-
what up?
you know what I
we
mean?
went
Like,
out
she could
together.
post
They've
something
been in
that
my-
might
they've
be a
been in the
little
club with
crazy.
us.
Be like, come on, baby, you got to take that off or take that picture. Do you ever get to that level?
Not really, because one, she's 21 now, so
You can still call her though. Even if my daughter turned 50, I'm gonna call her. Be like, hey,
you
You'll be
could.
dead.
I ain't gonna be
You
dead.
could.
It's not gonna be dead.
I ain't gonna be dead, nigga.
We're
Damn.
living longer these days.
Yeah, we're living longer these days, sir.
You could, but I think I think she's tasteful too. She's and she's a good girl. She doesn't never put herself out in a way that represents herself bad or represents our family bad. So I'm always supportive of what she do. If she did, then I would say something probably privately to her. But I haven't seen anything in that nature. And I just, I support them. You know what I mean? I support all the kids to do what they to be freely and openly with themselves. Now, nothing crazy. You might not get purple hair right now, but like.
Why is that so crazy
Why
to
can't
you?
your daughter get purple hair?
Why is that crazy?
Who don't
Why
you
is
like with purple hair,
crazy?
Fab? Purple hair has
I'm talking about
traumatized
like
you.
a 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid,
It's just
purple
hair.
hair.
It's like an accessory.
I mean, for
I'm with you,
girls
man.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
for guys and for like,
There's no.
the kind of it's the age too. You know what I mean? Like I think certain age levels, you graduate to certain things. It's like when I was growing up, I got a certain age, I could stay up a little later. You know what I mean? Or you could stay outside a little longer. But like I think at 10 and 11, I don't know if you have age for purple hair yet.
Question: when y'all out together, G Herbo and the whole crew, who do you make pay the bill? Because he got money.
I don't even think it'd be like coming up. I mean, I pay bills. I'm sure he might have paid a bill too. I don't even like. I pay a lot of bills, so I don't like. That's why I don't even be registering me. I just
There's nothing.
pay it, and then you know what I'm saying. Like I've as the the man of the house, you the provider, and you take care of the bills.
Forget the house. I'm talking when y'all in the club or at a restaurant.
Oh, in the club. In the club, I ain't really never had no bill when Herbert was there. While Herbert was there, we,
bottles taken care of.
Yeah, things have been taken care of, or I ain't really never had no bill, to be honest. In restaurants, I've taken care of bills, but I'm not saying that he wouldn't in any event. He might have took a care. I don't even keep track, really.
You guys talk about music, like doing stuff together?
Yeah, he actually, we was talking about work. I was kind of like at the end of, when we like kind of built our relationship, I kind of was at the end of Summertime Shootout 3. I would have loved to have him a part of it, but it was kind of like I didn't want to force it. So then it also was a test to see if you were going to be around with Tiana too, because maybe we'll do something later, you know what I mean? But he, we worked with the Bombs record, we was kicking it about that too, because he's from Chicago, so it was a tie there. So we might have something out.
Do you and Emily sit at home and watch reality TV together? Are there certain shows you watch because she watches it?
We watch shows. We watch I like stuff that you could binge watch. I don't really watch reality too hard. I caught. I think she was checking out Love and Hip Hop, the new one for New York, because it was like bringing back some of the old people, so she was looking at that.
And they definitely asked her to be on it, right? Since they were bringing back.
I think so. I'm not sure. I know people offer her things. Emily's kind of like, she don't like the attention as much. You know what I mean? So she's kind of like she's really like changed and evolved a little bit too. So I think same as I've grown, she's grown in certain ways too, and we definitely, as I guess people could see on the ground, we do a lot of stuff together, but we won't watch as much reality shows as any.
What about Netflix binge watching?
We do watch
what
Netflix.
You watch?
We watch You. We watch.
Oh my God! I just watched that when I was on the plane. That guy is.
He was crazy, right?
Yes,
Joe is
there's
crazy.
people like that for real.
Yeah, there is, and we watched the Aaron Hernandez.
I seen that with the wife.
Thing too. That was crazy too. But you know what I mean.
Any punchlines inspired from Aaron?
Oh, I put Aaron in the freestyle way back. You know what I mean? I said, you better come Aaron like Hernandez. I didn't know much is a story. Sometimes, like, when you rapping too, you just know the face of the story. Like, now the documentary, you see a little bit more. You see his the troubled life that he had. You see the complications from CTE. And,
right.
So, sometimes you say punchlines or say things in music or raps. Well, a punchline rapper. And you may not even know any, like, seriousness behind it. You know what I'm saying? And, like you just trying to say something at the moment to catch attention, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
do you have to watch that now though? Because back then everybody would just be disrespectful.
I started watching. You know who actually made me? Solange. There was a rap. I said something, and I said one of the raps. It was some mixtape kind of freestyle or song or something, and I said, if you could have Beyonce, would you take Solange?
I remember that one, yeah.
And
she ran down on you in the elevator.
Luckily she didn't run down on me in the elevator, but she the first person I saw was B, and Beyonce was like, yo, let me holler at you. And I'm like,
Beyonce said, let me holler at you?
Yeah. So I was like, yo, so I went over there and hollered, and she was like, yo, yeah, and she was just telling me like they rock with me.
That.
Okay. They rock with me, and they, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't know what that. And I really didn't even think when I was saying it.
These are real people that you're talking about.
Yeah, I just didn't really connect to it like that. You know what I mean? And you say a lot of things. And punchline-y style is just to say something to be catchy and metaphoric and catch up. But I didn't, see the deeper side of it. And then Beyonce, I ain't gonna share the exact conversation, but she showed me, told me like, this is people. Like, you know what I mean? Saying something like that could personally hurt her and that kind of. And I say, you know what? I get it, and I say, yo, when I see Solange, that I'll apologize to her. So
did you see her?
I did. I ended up seeing her like after at Soho House one day, and
how long ago?
It was years ago.
Okay.
This even the song was years ago, but I'm saying this is how I realized that. I
remember the song.
You know what I mean? So I seen her, so I was like, oh, let me beeline to Solange and apologize, and Solange she was stiff. I'm like, hey, what's up? She was like, what up?
Why are you talking to me when you could be talking to Beyonce?
And I was like, yo, I just, I didn't mean it in any malice, but I do take responsibility for saying that, and I apologize, and blah, blah. And she was like, all right, thank you.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you look fast forward years later and see how she handled herself in that elevator,
you got lucky.
She was ready
she
to
blessed you, son.
You got lucky.
She let you go. She let you live.
You got lucky.
You know what though? I'm not gonna lie. I really like Solange a lot because their personalities are so different.
Mm-hmm.
Like her and Beyonce. Like I remember she did lip service back in the day, and she was talking so crazy on there, and I was like, Solange is lit, and even her music is just very different. Like just their personalities are so like separate from each other, and it does have to suck to always be like in a comparison type of thing.
She did say one thing. She said you do have to be. She said the tongue is mighty, and you gotta be. When you say something, especially somebody of your stature, she's like, you fat. You say something that make sure that this is what you want to say, because you could be hurting somebody that you don't even know. And so it really woke me up in that. And up until that point, I would say anything in a rap that was catchy or a little line, you know what I mean? So
because you could create a narrative that exists for that person forever. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That happened to Melissa Ford.
Think of Melissa Ford.
Right.
Or when you heard it they told me that they heard it in a club. So like it was like they was just bopping to the music, and then that line came on, and they was like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was just like, you know what I mean? And that's another thing you're not thinking too. I'm thinking I'm doing it on a little mixtape level that's never even gonna reach Beyonce and Solange's ears. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even thinking that far ahead. So
well, you know what the caption gonna be? Beyonce threw Fab in the corner, hemmed him up, mushed him, and said, "Don't talk about my sister." That's the caption.
Nah, Beyonce is graceful, man. She even her way of checking you is graceful. You know what I'm saying?
Is this collab album still happening with Pusha T, or what's going on with that?
Oh, I don't know. We just talked. It wasn't really like
solidified.
Any slated thing. I would love to. You know what I mean? Me and Pusha have been friends for a long time, and I think it would be a cool thing for hip hop. So you know what I mean? I definitely want to do more like vanity collab projects or like that. Even if the Pusha thing doesn't happen for a while, I want to do that. Like I think whether it's with some people come to me all the time too and say like me and one producer or something, trying to, you know, like yo, would you do you and whoever, you and Just Blaze or you and Pharrell, or you know what I mean? I think that's another. And in this era too, there's a lot of like EPs and stuff where you don't have to put out a 16 track. You could have like a little 8-track joint. And
no more Freddie versus Jason?
That could be a thing
another
too.
one.
Yeah, I think I want to switch it up too, like a Freddie versus somebody else. I don't know who the other character
Michael
is.
Myers.
Yeah, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Or who's the guy
Chucky,
from Saw?
Chucky.
Jigsaw.
Well, thank you for joining us, Fab.
Yes, sir.
Summertime Shootout 3 is out right now.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us, brother.
Thank y'all.
It's The Breakfast Club. It's fabulous. Yay.
So if you had to imagine who would play Kanye in a movie, who would you think?
I have no idea. Kanye in a
Because
movie.
apparently Kanye's been talking about doing a movie about his life, and he actually called this actor up and asked him to play him in a movie. And he even went down to go fly him, flew down to go see him, visit his family.
The person better
watch
be
his
black.
son play Fortnite.
I got a feeling. I'm serious. I got a feeling Kanye would get somebody that's not black to play him in a movie.
No.
Who is the person, Yee?
Danny McBride.
See what I'm saying? That's why that's the dumb stuff
see.
Kanye do.
Let me see.
And then he wonder why he'll get Donkey of the Day.
You know
Like,
him
come on,
from
bruh.
Eastbound and Down as Kenny Powers.
Listen, I love
which
Danny
I used to
McBride.
love that series.
No, hell no.
Bruh.
He can't
You
play
know him
Kanye.
in Pineapple Express.
Duh. And by the way, why would
He's
you do that?
white.
Yes, you never see Eastbound and Down. It's one of my favorite shows, by the way.
Now,
Danny
according to Danny McBride, okay, he said Kanye asked me to play him in a movie of his life. That was a pretty stunning phone call to get. I don't know why he wanted me to do it.
What?
Maybe that sense of ego I'm able to portray. I have no clue.
Wait.
Hold on, yeah, we gotta
Hold on,
ask somebody about that. We got somebody in the building that we need to ask about that real quick, if you don't mind, please. Dame, 1 second. Dame and Dash is here. Dame, we got a full interview with Dame tomorrow, but we got to ask you one question.
One question,
Angela
Dame.
Yee's on the line.
What's up, Dame?
Come to this mic
Right here.
Angela Yee just reported that
Kanye
West wants Danny McBride to play him in a movie.
Danny
Danny
McBride
McBride
is white.
He's just saying that so y'all can say that. You know he's playing.
Oh, he's playing?
Oh, he playing?
Yeah, he playing. Everything.
I mean, he really flew down to go see him.
Is there anything he says that doesn't make people go, what?
Okay. Got you. All right.
Like, that's not by accident, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Don't be an elevator and let him push your buttons.
Got you.
All right.
All right. Full interview with Dame tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Yes.
Now, what else you got, Yee?
I don't think we have time right now, but I have so much because we are going to talk about, since we just talked about that, Robert Downey Jr., and he said he does not regret wearing blackface in Tropic Thunder, but we'll get to that in the next hour.
All right, we'll get on to that. But now, next, Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who you throwing that donkey to?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't pronounce this man's name, but I hate people that steal, but I also really hate people that steal with no purpose behind it.
Say the person's name. Let me hear you try to say it.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna go and try to say it one good time.
Chico Denaka Nwang. Hold on. Chico Denaka Nwangpa.
I guarantee that's not it.
I know that's wrong.
All right.
We'll talk about it for after that hour.
Donkey today is next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, January 23rd goes to a professor in Philly named
what is it? What is it?
Chibaka Nadwar. How you pronounce this man's name? Play it for me, man.
Chika
Nwangpa.
Say it again.
Chika Nwangpa.
All right, I'm going to point at you.
Chika Nwangpa.
Every time I need to say his name, I'm going to point at you, John. Okay? I do not know how to pronounce this man's name. I just know he was a professor at Drexel University. He was arrested on Monday. Now, let me tell you something. When I hear stories of people stealing, especially stealing money, depending on the context, I understand why they stole the money. Now, I don't agree with it because I don't respect thieves, all right? Stealing someone's hard-earned money is beyond cowardly to me. I didn't work for this, so you can just take it. But oftentimes, we hear stories about people stealing for good reasons, or reasons that we can understand. Like just last week, we reported on this guy, I think that was in Philly too, who robbed a pharmacy because he had a sick child. You know,
right.
I get it. You know, I understand that. That makes sense to me. But when people take penitentiary chances just because they want to have a little fun, I don't get it. All right, Professor
Chika Nwangpa.
Yes, he's a professor at Drexel, so he has a job. I mean, he's not balling by any means, but he's making a decent, honest living. But apparently, that wasn't enough for Professor
Chika Nwangpa.
Yeah, let's go to what the news thing. I forgot what news station it is. ABC? Yes. Let's go to ABC for the report.
A Drexel University professor is facing charges tonight of allegedly stealing $185,000 in research grant money. This is 57-year-old Chika Nwangpa. Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner's office says the former chair of the engineering department used the money on adult entertainment and sports bars, meals, and iTunes purchases. An audit by Drexel University found that the professor made a number of the unauthorized purchases during a 7-year period.
Professor knew alkaline water from 2010 to 2017. He spent $96,000 at adult entertainment venues and sports bars and $89,000 spent on iTunes purchases. The money that was allocated for research purposes instead went to Onyx and Chicken Pete's and Meek Mill music. All right? Now, when he was submitting the reports for the adult entertainment expenses, let's just say scripting, he said he was using it for catering and food, but 48% of the 114 charges he made were incurred on weekends, and 62% were incurred from midnight to 2 a.m. If Professor Akinelli says he's working on the weekend as usual, he's lying. Now, what I don't understand is why a 57-year-old man isn't making better decisions. Now, I haven't been to the strip club in a long time, all right? But I do know that when I was younger and far from having any money, I didn't need that kind of money to have a good time in the strip club. $100. You know what I'm saying? Tip a little. $40 in ones goes a long way. You know, you get you some chicken wings, a couple drinks, and you have a ball. Same thing at a sports club. Who spends tens of thousands of dollars in a sports club? Why are you looking at me like that?
When did you go to the strip club when you could go with $40, get wings, drinks, and tip?
I said $100.
Oh, okay.
I said $40 in ones for the tip.
I got you.
Okay.
All right.
Then I got $60 for drinks and do whatever.
You're right. My bad. Sorry.
I just want to ask, what's this man's name?
Chika Nwangpa.
One question. Was it worth it? Okay, I'm sure you're losing your job. You had to surrender your passport. You went to jail and got released on a $25,000 bond. And you'll probably never get a job at another school because you betrayed Drexel University and tuition-paying students, okay, that you were paid to educate. Think about all the kids that probably saw
Chika Nwangpa.
Yeah, saw him in Vanity Grand back in the day and thought he was a cool-ass professor who was tipping heavy. He might even have been passing stacks of cash to the students. But guess what, kids? It was your money. All right? Please give Chicken Pete's new whack bars. What's his name?
Chica New Ankpa.
Yeah, please give him the biggest hee-haw.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, indeed.
And yes, Dame Dash will be joining us tomorrow morning, so we'll kick it with Dame Dash. He hasn't been here in how long? 3, 4 years? 5 years? It's been 2015, you said?
5 years.
5 years? All right, so we're going to kick it with Dame tomorrow. It'll be very interesting. Let's just say that. But up next, Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee right now. She'll help you out. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hello, hey, this is Sherelle.
Hey, Sherelle. What's your question for Yee?
Hey, Charlamagne.
Well, that was Envy, but hey, Sherelle, how are you? This is Charlamagne. What's happening?
I thought that was Envy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh, you being shady this morning? Ooh.
God, let me tell you, Charlamagne, but I like him. Everything he says, I be wanting to say. So y'all leave Charlamagne alone. Leave him alone. I got you, Charlamagne.
Thank you, boo.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's hear your question and let's see how let's see how we feel about it.
Okay, so I was dating a married man, right?
You're dating a married man?
She was.
I was dating a married man. And he just put the guilt on me. So then when he came out of the blue, it was like I'm saying a year later, and he said, I wasn't prepared for what you were prepared for.
Yeah, he's married.
Now? Yeah, he married. Yeah, because he's married, but I'm just saying, if you're not prepared for that, just don't even entertain me.
Okay, so what's your question?
That's my question. So what does that mean?
First of all, boo,
what does that mean?
Sherelle, he's married. So
right.
He's got a wife, which means he has other obligations. He disappeared for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's cheating on his wife. Is this somebody you trust?
Yes.
Okay.
You're laughing, but I'm serious. This is somebody that I have trusted that has done it not for me.
So what's the situation with his wife?
I don't know. I really don't get into that.
Goodness.
So you don't know what his situation is with his wife. He can leave you for a year and come back when he feels like it, but you trust him.
That sounds stupid, huh? The way you're saying it does sound stupid. Now I feel played.
Why don't you want your own man? Why do you want somebody else's?
That's not how that happened. That is not how that happened. This is all this occurred.
So
we dated a long time ago, way back when, before that situation even occurred. So basically, I was there.
How come you don't ask him questions about his wife and his marriage?
Because I know something, but I really don't think I haven't asked. I really don't know. To be honest.
You don't want to know because then you'll feel like you're doing something wrong.
Exactly. That's right.
Which means you know you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Who said oh my goodness?
That's Envy. Sherelle, I just want you to do better for yourself.
I know. You're right. I will.
Because that man will leave again and come back in a year, still be able to hit it. You'll still bring him back in. You're not going to ask no questions. You know how he looks at you? You're a person that doesn't ask any questions, that's laying down with a married man, that will take him back anytime he comes, and that has convinced herself that she can trust this man.
That is correct.
How old are you?
Okay. 23. You know right to let how old she is anyway.
Old enough to know better.
Okay. Of course.
Oh, this is a lady?
What?
You from New Orleans, right? You from New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans. Why?
I'm sorry. I'm my bad. All of y'all sound like Big Frida to me. Salute to Big Frida.
Only woman.
Huh?
She irreplaceable. Well, Instagram. Don't play with me. I'm all woman, baby. Hello.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Hello.
Sherelle, baby,
All
do
right.
better, girl.
Hello.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
you supposed to have my back.
I don't know you.
And this is singing voice.
You want somebody to have your back for you sleeping with a married man?
Hold on, she said she got a singing voice. Let me hear you sing, baby.
I gotta rap that voice.
Let me hear you sing something.
No, I don't want to sing. I want to rap.
Let me hear you rap something.
Oh my goodness.
You better be the best. Let me see you rap something.
Let me see you do the get the get.
No, I already got that on my Facebook. Man, my phone.
Yeah, bye. You ain't no Big Frida.
Ma, you know what I meant to tell you?
What you said, man?
Salute to Big Frida.
All right, ask Yee. Sorry.
Why we ain't never had Big Frida on Breakfast Club?
800-585-1051.
Big Frida tried to come up here before, but I think we weren't here.
Oh.
If you got a question for Yee, call her now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. What line you want to go to, Yee?
Line 4.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Portia calling from Charleston, South Carolina.
Hey,
843.
What's your question for Yee?
Okay, so basically, I've been dealing with some sexual harassment at my job with my supervisor. So I took the appropriate steps, went to HR, even talked to a lawyer about the situation, but it seems like they're not trying to let this manager go. So it's like, what's the next step? What should I do from this point on? Should I just find another job? Should I keep pushing the issue? Because I feel like he's retaliating.
You feel like he's retaliating, you said?
Yes.
Like, give me some examples.
Basically, like, he tried to put me on third shift without telling me, which was one thing. Another thing, he nitpicks at little things that he claimed I'm doing wrong, because I'm an industrial technician, so I work through maintenance department, being that I'm one of the girls with a bunch of guys. He just kind of nitpicks at me for little things that I feel like it's like not even serious to nitpick over, because he never did before until I went to HR about him.
Okay, so here's a couple of things. First of all, you said that you've complained, right?
Yes, I went to HR twice.
And so their response is what?
We're going to work on it. We're going to work on him. We're going to try to figure out how we're going to make you comfortable while being here, because we know you're not. But that's pretty much it. And they're dragging their feet about letting him go, or, you know, what are they going to do with the supervisor? I had proof that he did that.
Right.
Text message and everything.
So you have all of this in writing, and you've emailed them, and they've responded via email. I highly recommend you get yourself a lawyer. That's when they take things seriously.
Okay.
And you should not ever have to work under those circumstances. You should feel safe and protected at work. If you go to HR with a complaint and evidence that somebody is doing this to you and making you feel this way at work, and you're uncomfortable and you're feeling belittled, then you need to make sure that you take those matters into your own hand, because you have the power to do that.
Okay, well, I'll probably just go back to the attorney I was talking to. She told me that the only way she can take my case is if the job was to fire me, or there was no changes moving forward. So because there are no changes, I'm just going to go back to her.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounds like you have a legitimate case. You have these text messages. Plus, I think you have to keep a record of what's been happening at work since you've been complaining to HR. And all the things that he's been, every detail that you can get, and anything that you can get in writing as evidence, you should try to get.
Okay.
And make sure you send those emails. Make sure you show what their responses are. Present all of those to a lawyer. You definitely have a case. And I think this is great, because you don't want this to happen to somebody else. So it's great that you spoke up. You've done what you're supposed to do on your part. They haven't done what they're supposed to do on their behalf. So now it's time to move it to the next level.
Hey, look here. You ain't got none of your cousins that can come box him anymore?
I mean, I do got cousins who want to come box them up now, but listen, it's like, this is a white man, so I don't want my people to get locked up for that now.
Man, I ain't care if you're a white man now. That man ain't got no business trying to feel on your bunkie at work now.
Yeah, he be trying to talk about he want to touch my tattoo and all kind of stuff.
Go
and
away. He want to touch the tattoo.
Well, you damn right you are not getting none of your family's locked up over this.
Well, I need your cousin to come punch our co-worker in the mouth too. Because
relax. Stay out of Geechee full conversation now.
Give me an ass, and I want to get
stay out of Geechee full conversation now. Stay out of Geechee full conversation now.
Y'all not going to make a joke out of her sexual harassment at work.
This ain't no joke. I'm talking to her in our native language. Just Geechee, Charleston, Gullah, 843 all day.
Yeah.
Well,
843.
I'm with you, girl. I know it has to be tough for you to go to work every day under those circumstances and not feel like anybody cares.
I'm so uncomfortable every day. And it's like I left work today just to get away, took a sick day just to not be there with them.
Yeah, that's a terrible feeling. So you have to nip this in the bud and let them know you ain't going to keep this going. I have the power over you, and I'm going to make y'all look crazy.
Exactly. And thank you, Charlamagne. I love you, though.
I love you more.
Shout out.
I'm serious, though. You got your cousins. I need.
Man, shut up, boy.
Punching a malt. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. We go sneak him or something.
Yeah, give him a little sneak him.
All
give him a
right.
little sneak.
Ask Ye, 800-585-1051 if you need relationship advice. Yeah, help you out. Now keep it locked. We got rumors on the way. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. And again, you know, we have our 76ers gear on. Shout out to Michael Rubin. Of course, Michael Rubin donated $100,000 to Change for Change.
That's right. And Drum has the Sixers gear on as well. Drum, turn around, show the cheeks. Turn around and show the cheeks, Drum.
Show the cheeks, Drum.
Turn around and show the cheeks.
There you go.
They're the cheeks.
They're the cheeks.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Maurice Cheeks Sixers jersey on. You know what I mean? Had to get them spin around and show them cheeks real quick.
That cheeks is nice.
Yeah, I like the cheeks on the back.
Yeah, yep.
Leave me alone. Yeah.
He said, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
But shout out to Michael Rubin, though.
Yep. Now, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk blackface.
Now, as you guys know, Robert Downey Jr. did wear blackface in the movie Tropic Thunder, and he recently went on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and he said that he doesn't regret doing that. Now, here was his initial thinking.
I thought, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll do that after Iron Man. And then I started thinking, this is a terrible idea. Wait a minute. And then I thought, well, hold on, dude. Get real here. Where is your heart? And my heart is, I get to be black for a summer in my mind. So there's something in it for me. The other thing is I get to hold up to nature the insane self-involved hypocrisy of artists and what they think they're allowed to do on occasion. Just my opinion.
I listened to that whole interview because I listened to Joe Rogan podcast, and I don't know if he should regret it. You know what I mean? It was a role that he chose to do. Mm-hmm. He knew exactly what he was doing. He made a choice. You know, I don't know if he should regret it.
Well, he goes on to say this.
90% of my black friends are like, dude, that was great.
What about the other 10%?
I can't disagree with them, but I know where my heart was. There's a morality clause here on this planet, and it's a big price to pay, and I think having a moral psychology is job one. So sometimes you just got to go, yeah, I effed up. Again, not in my defense, but Tropic Thunder was about how wrong that is.
Yes.
So I take exception.
So, yes, he's right. It did spark a conversation at the least. And it was about why it's inappropriate to be wearing blackface. So in order to do that, he had to wear his blackface.
Yeah, and I remember seeing Tropic Thunder back in the day. I didn't even know that he was playing a black person. I just thought he had a bad tan in the whole movie. I had no idea like he was supposed to be playing a black person.
Well, Matt, now he could play Kanye West.
He might. Damn, will Danny McBride have to wear blackface to play Kanye West?
No, I'm sure he won't. I'm sure he won't. All right, now April Jones, she recently did an interview with Tiffany Pollard on Brunch with Tiffany, and she talks about a lot of different things, but she talks about some regrets that she has. Now, she's been accused of a lot of things, of people saying, oh, you slept with this person, that person, and she's just tired of it all. Here's what she had to say about the game and A$AP Rocky also.
I'm on my lives like normal, talking to my fans, and people are under there, oh, you the game, or oh, you Lil Fizz, or oh, you're this person, and it's like, okay, at this point, you're right. I every single one of them because that's what y'all want to hear.
I love you.
And so that's what they capture with me saying, yes, I the game, and yes, I Lil Fizz, and not that I have, and I would have no problem saying, I should have. Well, I should have the game when I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't.
Definitely.
And A$AP, they said. I passed up a lot of good dick.
I'm so confused.
Me too.
I guess what she's saying is, well, I might as well have done it since y'all are saying I did it anyway.
Oh.
Well, here was the initial rant that she went on that everybody was talking about and how this all came up in the first place.
You couldn't even get a celebrity the way y'all want to sit here and talk. Oh, celebrity. Yeah, I'm a celebrity because I celebrity and because I became what y'all thought I wasn't going to become. So let me just say that. Yes, I'm a celebrity because Omarion this and I had 2 kids by him. And now little Fizz wants to this and because I'm a celebrity. And because the game wants to this and because ASAP wants to this.
All right. Well, I don't know, April Jones. It seems like sometimes Love and Hip Hop can drive you to just be a little all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a lot of pressure being on that show. Remember Omarion's mom didn't like her at first on there?
I don't remember.
I'm sure she really doesn't like her now.
Oh.
All right. Now, Diddy posted a message about Kim Porter and losing her. He said, if you got a good woman, please let her know. Tell her as soon as you can. Make sure she knows. Make sure she feels it. Honor her. Cherish her. Because the special ones are rare and few. And everyone doesn't get a second chance. Let the one you love know today, right now. And then he added, Lady KP, I'll honor you forever.
There you go.
That was sweet. I'm sure that made a lot of people be like, let me make sure I let my woman know or my man know.
Every day, baby.
I worship my wife. I worship the ground my wife walks on.
Mm-hmm.
I love You know what? I never liked that statement. That's a stupid-ass statement.
What statement?
When people say, I worship the ground my wife walks on. No, worship your wife. Yeah. You think about all the stuff that we were taught when we were young, and then you think about when you're like, that's actually stupid. Why would I worship the ground?
Well, you go worship some
my
concrete
wife walks on instead of
rug.
Why? I should just worship my wife.
Yes.
I guess that's saying that you worship her so much you even do that. Like,
no.
Above and beyond just her. That's what it's supposed to mean.
I worship her feet, her calf muscles, her knees.
All right, guys.
Stomach.
So Clive Davis is planning to do a Whitney Houston movie. He said his story has not been told yet.
Mm-hmm. What white woman they gonna get to play Whitney?
Let's not forget, Angela Bassett did do that one for Lifetime that she directed.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of documentaries, but Clive Davis is saying that he wants to do this story that hasn't been told. So we'll see if this ever really does happen. But, you know, he does have that pre-Grammy party. And just think about it with Clive Davis. Whitney Houston was supposed to be at his party. She was supposed to perform back in 2012 when she passed, and it didn't happen. And that was right out here this weekend, Grammy weekend.
Right. You know how, like, a lot of labels and stuff be having wranglers for people? Like, so they'll have the people that'll go get the coke, go get the weed.
Yep.
I wonder if that day somebody from that label went to go get Whitney the coke. Yeah,
I would hope not,
because she was performing that night, so I'm sure they was getting whatever she needed. I would hope. I wonder if somebody out there has that on their conscience.
I would hope.
I'm sure that she had her own hookups though in LA.
Probably.
Like she probably didn't need someone from the label. She had a person, I'm sure.
Probably.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Now, Revolt will see you guys on Monday. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Get your request.